Hey guys, it's Tom here from Crypto Life Inc. again. It's been almost 2 months. It's been a while, but I am back and we're going to do a little recap today. So we're going to have a quick look at the market. We're going to have a quick look at what I've been doing for the past 2 months. I haven't just gone off and sat on a couch somewhere. I've actually been doing stuff, so we'll have a look at that. Huge things coming. One thing I will say is if you've heard of this block producing candidate in Australia on EOS, got my EOS jump here actually, called GenerEOS, then you would have seen me doing some stuff in the past 2 months. So tune in for that, guys. Let's get right into it. All right, let's jump right into it. So it's been around 2 months. So I had a last look at the charts, but we can see there's some slight changes. We'll run through them. So market cap 217 billion. So last time we left off, it was around 400-ish to 300 mark. Now you can see we've obviously dipped a bit. But the noticeable thing is BTC dominance, 51.6%, so it's gone up. It was around the 40-ish mark before, so it's good to know that when the prices start dipping, a lot of the trust goes back into BTC, as it is one of the, it is the longest standing cryptocurrency, so that is why there's such a high level of trust there. So let's just go and have a quick look here. We'll just look at the top 10. So we got Bitcoin 6.5, Ethereum. Yeah, we've actually had an okay day today. We've recovered a little bit. Bitcoin was hitting almost the 6,000 mark before, and everything else, as you can imagine, is still pretty fairly correlated to Bitcoin, so it's been dipping. Okay, 34 cents XRP, Bitcoin Cash. There's the price. My favorite one, EOS right here, $5.32. We had a bit of a worry, went down almost to $3.90, but was at the $4 something mark, and now it's recovered quite a bit. I'd like to see it go back to $7, $10 personally. Remains to be seen. Let's see how Bitcoin does, and hopefully EOS will follow suit. And then we've got Stellar, 0.22 cents. Almost took over EOS briefly. But EOS has seen quite a nice recovery, as you can see from the percentage differences. Litecoin coming in. Tether, okay. Yep, well, makes sense. Everything's dipping. A lot of people are going into Tether to try and protect from the fluctuating markets. Cardano and then Monero. There you go. Let's see if there's anything else of interest. Neo has gone down to $20, let's just say. Binance Coin, $10. Binance has actually held pretty well during the dip, surprisingly. OMG has not held very well, $4.20. Where's Ontology? See, this was my money maker 2 months ago, and look at it now, $2.40. So it's not doing that well either. Zilliqa was doing pretty awesome, and now shouldn't have hodled that one, 0.04, but didn't. That's fine. So what happens when you take a 2-month gap? Icon, oh my god, what happened to Icon? Look, we were in at $4. What has happened? It's 70 cents. Icon, you've done shame upon the family of cryptos. Anyways, that's probably all I'm going to look at for this market cap. Let's get into some of the projects I've been working on, and then we'll end with some TA, because everyone loves TA. So let's get into this block producing stuff. So yeah, I've been pretty busy for the last 2 months, and I've been working on this thing here, the future of giving. So this is GenerEOS, which is a social enterprise, and it's a block producer candidate, and our purpose is to help support the scalable and extremely reliable block production whilst giving back block rewards to charities and the community. We'll add it into the community there. You can see a little intro video. I can play a bit. It's a little bit embarrassing, but it's with me and my team. I'm helping them with the marketing side of things and the branding as well. But this is my team members here.
Hey guys, it's Tom here.
Bingo.
My focus is smart contracts and infrastructure.
I look after business strategy here at GenerEOS.
I'm looking after the infrastructure and block producing for the GenerEOS team. I'm overseeing the brand development and marketing side of things for the GenerEOS team.
And I'm the content and community manager for Team GenerEOS.
So why I love EOS is
So let me pause it. this video didn't want to pause. Yes, I was a bit sick filming that, so it probably sound a bit different there. You guys can watch the rest of the video there if you want. It's at GenerEOS.io. So basically, it's a play on words from the word generous, and we've added EOS at the end because we are operating on the EOS blockchain. We've also done some fancy stuff. I'll get into that in a second, but basically the crux of it is we are campaigning to be helping to process transactions on the EOS blockchain. So right now we are still a candidate. We're a standby candidate. We're ranked around 35 on the list. We'd like to get in the top 21, and then we'd be a block producer and actually be actively creating blocks on the EOS blockchain. So, huge stuff. It's garnered a lot of interest in the community, but those are just some of the things that we've been doing. And part of the mission is that we're actually going to give away 20% of our profit from block rewards and vote rewards to charities and community initiatives. So we're trying to give back to the community, hence why we're calling ourselves GenerEOS. Some other stuff we've done in the terms of giving back to the community is this EOS toolkit. So we have done this toolkit powered by GenerEOS, and basically it allows you to do a whole bunch of stuff on the EOS blockchain. So the EOS blockchain has a lot of different features that weren't available on Ethereum or other blockchains, and now they are live after the mainnet has launched on the 2nd of June. Well, I mean, it was unlocked, and then we had voting for 15%, but it has been unlocked now for around 2 months, and you can do a whole bunch of stuff on the EOS toolkit like voting, name bidding. You can create accounts, proxy votes, staking and unstaking, and buying and selling RAM. Those are just a few. We've actually got a whole bunch of more updates coming up. I won't go through the rest of this site. You guys can have a look at your own time. I'm actually upgrading it. We've got a designer, made some new graphics, so I can't wait to put the new stuff there so you guys can see the slick new UI. Alrighty, so I'm finally on the toolkit, guys. Yep, so here you can see that you can attach identities. This is where you need scatter. Now, if you haven't been familiarized with scatter on the EOS blockchain, basically it's like MetaMask with a few slight differences, and it's a Chrome extension. So basically what you do is going to serve as your online wallet, more or less, with the connection to EOS toolkit. So this is going to tap into the mainnet. So they've actually got a beta desktop version. I haven't tried this out yet. I will soon, but I've been using the downloaded Chrome extension. So that's the site, get-scatter.com, if you want to have a look at it. But back to the toolkit. So once you attach your identity, you can perform a whole bunch of functions, as you can see on the left-hand side tab here. So, we've got a few tutorials now that we've been working on Zendesk to help you guys out. So that's going to help you guys out drastically when you look at how to use the EOS toolkit. You can also check out our Steemit. Our Steemit's just here. Some of our social media, our Telegram group's been a very good, useful resource. We've got 700 members now, so it's doing pretty well, guys. But our Steemit, we do all the tutorials there firsthand, so you can see that live. Some of the stuff that we can have a look at. Let's have a look. So you can have a look at the governance. Basically, this toolkit allows you to do a whole bunch of stuff that I'll run through real briefly. So this is the governance of the EOS blockchain. So have a look at the rules there. Air grab tokens has been awesome. We've pushed this function out almost a month ago. I think a bit more than a month ago, actually. This is our token here, the poor man token. This was a test token to see if we could save RAM on the EOS blockchain. So you can actually grab tokens manually like you used to be able to do, or you can still do, I guess, on Ethereum. But this wasn't a function that was enabled before on EOS. So developers were just dropping tokens that they wanted to give to accounts by using their own RAM. But now we've allowed users to use their personal RAM to register manually for tokens. So you can see there's a few there. I've registered all of them. Can't wait to see what these guys do with their projects. And let's have another look. So you can do find account. So let's go your account 1. Look at that. This is your account 1. This is 0. No EOS. we can have a look at the RAM, the CPU, the net. Basically, if there's actually any EOS there, it would show up, but this is just some random account I'm looking at. And you can even search by public key, but the difference is on the EOS mainnet, you actually have a 12-character account name from A to Z and 1 to 5. So it makes it much easier to remember than something on Ethereum, which was a God knows how long. There was 24-character key string that was just full of capitals and all sorts of symbols. Whereas this one, your account 1, pretty easy to remember. And this is just part of the simplicity of the EOS blockchain here. So you can transfer tokens if you want. You can manage accounts. There's a whole bunch of ways you can manage. I'm not going to go through all of these. I'll let you guys research in your own spare time. So you can stake, you can manage your RAM, you can manage your permissions. You've got advanced permissions, you've got link authority, refund stake, right? Manage voting. This one's pretty cool. You can vote for block producers. This is pretty much what we're campaigning for. We would, as I said, we're ranked around position 35. This is us here. We've got around 1.143% of all the votes on the EOS blockchain, the mainnet. I would like to be in the top 21 and want to up around here, preferably at the top, if we can. And this is how you vote for people. So you need to stake your EOS to vote, but basically you can choose up to 30 block producers and you just choose it like that. But if you're gonna do that, and you liked what we're doing, if you like what I'm doing and you like what GenerEOS is doing, be sure to give us a little tick over there. We would appreciate it greatly. Proxy information, other people can vote for you as well. So this is set proxy, all this kind of stuff. Community features, you can actually post forums on-chain and proposals on-chain and also vote on-chain. So if you wanted to vote for, say, our plan is to have charities that we select and that we give some of our block rewards to, then we could put in a little proposal saying like we want to give XYZ charities XYZ amount of percentage of block rewards. Who'd like to vote on which ones receive what? And then we can have a vote, right? So we get the community to have a say. It's all on blockchain. It's all transparent as well. So that's a pretty cool function. Premium names, won't get into that, but that's something there. And multi-signature transactions, right? If that means nothing to you, don't worry too much. It's not for everyone. If you'd like to research it, just Google that. You'll find out the answer real quick. And that's pretty much a little snapshot of our EOS toolkit. It's a pretty cool kit. If you're on EOS at all, if you've got any EOS, I would recommend trying it out. There's a few other tools and resources out there. This here is more or less a desk. It serves as a wallet more or less. It's not a wallet in itself, but because you're storing your stuff online still. There are desktop wallets and all that kind of stuff. I'll let you guys do your own research. The two main ones that coming out to me are the GreyMass wallet and the simple EOS wallet. So if you want to check out some other ones, you can check out those. If you want to try using some of these features with Scatter, and you already like Scatter, or you like the Chrome extension on MetaMask and you'd like a similar one for EOS, Scatter's the way to go, and then you can do all the functions there. That's enough about that. And then the last thing that I've been working on is this little event in Sydney. So we're doing an event, it's called Token Showtime, guys. It's going to be a technology review event. Having it in Bondi Junction. Anyone in Sydney, do rock up. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be hectic. We've got a themed event. There's going to be themed presentations and a little cheeky party at the end if we can pull it off, which we will. Anyways, so there's going to be 4th of September 2018. So it's coming up in, I think, around 2 weeks from now. It's going to be Spring Street Social, so it's an underground bar. We've got pretty much the whole venue to ourselves, so it's going to be pretty cool. We're going to try and get the numbers up. Haven't been doing too much marketing for it, but we've already got 95 members, so it's looking pretty good. And this is the event itself. So I've actually made a pretty cool little graphic for it. I'll see if we put the graphic in. So this is event description. And here's our little graphic. So our themes, let's take me to another page. Our themes are on gaming, on VR, and on music. So we've got a little music icon here. We've got a little Pac-Man here, and then we've got a VR little icon. It's actually a pretty big icon. We've got a VR thing here. So, we've subtly put everything in there, and again with another music theme right there with the plug and play headphone set. So that's pretty much our theme that we're going with. So do check it out if you are listening in from Sydney. If not, sorry guys, we'll be streaming it though. So we can send the stream to you, so just let me know if you want the stream, or just stay tuned and I'll post a stream somewhere on my YouTube channel. So that is pretty much what I've been working on for the past 2 months. Crazy stuff in crypto world. It's been a heck of a lot of fun. Managed to put together a nice team at Team GenerEOS. Been working real well. And we've got a lot of things coming up. So we're yet to update our roadmap, but we're working on this charity DAC as I speak. So this is going to be some awesome stuff. We're going to do a charity DAC. I think it's going to be awesome. We're going to allow some transparency in the charity world, thanks to GenerEOS, and we're also going to allow people to vote for charities that they'd like to donate to in a transparent way. So it's going to be pretty awesome. So that's pretty much my little brief recap of all the stuff that we've been working on, and let's cap it off with a little TA. So let's look at Bitcoin. I'm on the Bitfinex chart to the USD. I've already got my lines going, my little golden lines. So let's just have a look then. So basically, go away. Basically, we had some dips. We had some dips, guys. So when we last left off, I think I was trading somewhere around here, and okay, maybe it was in April. I tend to forget now. Anyways, 6,500 went all the way up to 9,800, almost 10 grand. Couldn't break. Psychological 10 grand, went back down, and went down to Chinatown pretty much. We went down to 5.8, let's call it. Did a little bounce back to 8.4. I actually did get a nice trade in there, basically because I was getting reimbursed for an expense, a company expense actually, in Bitcoin, and it just happened to go up. It was not a planned trade, but I did get to do a trade off it, which was nice. Anyways, so that went up, and now we just went nothing but down, down. So that has been, a few days of down action, and we seem to be looking at a bottom here. We're not 100% certain. The volume has been okay here, but right now I'm just looking at these exponential moving averages. So I'd like to see us go past these moving averages to be confident. So these marks here are going to be very telling as to where we're going to go next. I'm not even going to look at the smaller time frames. Obviously, if you do, you will see so much more information, but just a brief general overview. Just looking at these, if I'm going to do a long-term play, longer term play than I usually do, which is on the 15-minute or hourly chart, I'll be looking at seeing if we can cross these and stay above them. Or I'll just put a stop loss as we cross. So that's pretty much, depending on these smaller time frames, that's pretty much how I'd be looking to play that if I was going to play it. Not financial advice, guys, so do your own research. I haven't even looked at the small time frame, just giving you a snapshot, so you should take a lot more time to have a look at where your positions are. Anyways, all I'm going to look at is EOS now, because that's pretty much my little baby here. So let's go look at EOS. EOS, what have you done to me, mate? So the last time you might have seen me playing around with EOS is when I notified everyone of this potential bear trade that was coming in, and it did go quite bearish. When was that? So okay, I was trading in June still. There you go. So went quite low. It's been correlating to BTC a little bit. Not the greatest amount, as you can see, it did go quite high here, and there as well. But as BTC dips, EOS has been dipping as well. So if we're looking at it now, we were quite scared before because it actually went quite low. It went all the way down to, okay, just above $4 a bit. Okay, didn't actually go to $3.90 as I thought it did. Went to $4.17, let's say that. And currently we're sitting at 520. Again, I'm not even going to bother making a prediction on this one because I haven't had enough time to look at it. But but what we're looking at least I can draw the resistance and the support lines. So we've got resistance here, and then we're going to have a support. Well, we can have, let's see, so seems to be higher low. Can we get another higher low? So this would be the most immediate one if we get a higher low. If you look at the smaller charts, that's what you'll find. We'll just confirm real quick that I didn't just draw a retarded line or anything like that. Yeah, okay, so if we break that, we might be going back down again. So that's pretty much the range from 480 to around 560 at the moment. Obviously, as someone who's quite heavily involved in the EOS blockchain, I'd love to see this go up, but it remains to be seen. So let's see what Bitcoin does. Hopefully Bitcoin recovers a little bit. Love to see Bitcoin go and approach that $7,200 mark, USD obviously, and then push through that, and then EOS is surely to follow. Again, that's not financial advice, guys. Always do your own research. Look at some smaller time frames to get a bit more information. Watch the charts for a while if you've been rusty. I know I won't be entering any trades in anytime soon. Seeing as I've been off for 2 months, I'll just be watching it, getting a bit more data points, figuring out what the narrative of the story has been, checking out some more news articles as well. Haven't kept up to too much crypto news, more keeping up to date with EOS news, you know. So we've got our own little ecosystem, but we need to get out sometimes and just have a look at and see what everyone else is doing, you know, see what the competition is doing, see what's happening out in the world. So that's pretty much an update of the last 2 months. Hopefully that sounds interesting to you guys, and I'll try and, you know, do some more videos soon so everyone can stay in tune and see what else has been happening. But that's it from me, guys. Tom from Crypto Life Inc. signing out. Have a great day and happy trading. See you later, guys.